Hey guys, what's going on? Second video, posting this maybe 10-15 minutes after I posted my first, and this is already the second time that I am filming this because the first time I filmed it, I filmed it with the camera facing up. So yeah, it's obviously my second video. Rookie mistakes are happening, and today in the second video we are going to be reviewing the last two pairs of shoes that I've gotten, which, I mean, it's gonna be fun. I really like both of these shoes, and I mean, let's get right into it. So, first pair of shoes I've got, they're the most recent pair of shoes I've gotten. I got these like either earlier this week or last week, and these are the Adidas Edge XTs in the black and white colorway, and these shoes are just like really clean shoes and really comfortable shoes that I like. And if you've ever owned a pair of Alpha Bounces, then these are exactly the same, because these are basically just the new younger brother of the Alpha Bounce. Not much is barely changed anything with these, and it even says Bounce on the sole of the shoe. I don't know if you can see here. Let me take out the sole on one of these. You can even see on the sole, it's still the Bounce sole. And it even has like the old Ultra Boost texture, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. But that's the same sole right there. And it changes from previous Alpha Bounces is they've got this 3D texturing almost. I have not held a pair of the 4Ds yet, but I can imagine this is a pretty close texture. You can see right there, like this is like a 3D that you can touch and feel that, and it feels pretty cool. But they've got that running down the entire side of the foot right there, and they've got it also running on the inside of the shoe as well. And I really like it. It's cool. I don't know if it does anything or if it's just there for looks, but it's definitely a nice touch to the shoe. And then moving into the rest of the shoe, the texturing where that paneling or 3D whatever it is, the texture on the shoe underneath it is the same as previous Alpha Bounces, and that, I mean, like I said, nothing changed there. But if you move into the middle of the shoe here, you get this mesh kind of feel. Sorry, I have pretty skinny feet, so I have to tie these tight whenever I was playing soccer yesterday. Anyway, don't bully me, please. And so, anyway, moving here in the middle of the foot, almost like the tongue, I guess you can call it, you've got this mesh feeling, and it's a really nice fabric, and it's really cushiony, and it feels great on your foot, and I mean, just to like hold it in hand like this, I mean, it's just nice. But moving up, you get a bit more of an aggressive or different lacing system there. I like it. It's different. It's cooler than the past Alpha Bounces. I'm just going to call these Alpha Bounces because that's what they are. And then you get the same Alpha Bounce pull tab for getting your foot into the shoe easier. But overall, the stance of the shoe hasn't changed a whole lot. The thing that I think that they've changed with this one is it looks like, I don't remember the name of the basketball shoe, but it looks like they mixed the Alpha Bounce with one of the Adidas basketball shoes. If you know what it is, comment down below. I'm blanking. But it's just like, tell me that doesn't look a whole lot more aggressive than previous Alpha Bounces. And instead of like the last Alpha Bounces, the ones that they've made before this, they have just the plain white sole all the way around with like the texturing. They've minimized the texturing here. It's not as like 3D or out there, I guess you'd call it. But they have put on this plastic, almost like a really hard plastic right here. And I guess that's there to help with structure. And I mean, they've got a really long piece right here on the side, like the outside of the shoe. And then on the inside of the shoe, they've got a small piece right here. And they've got just like a black piece of plastic on the heel. Again, for structure, right? It goes from here to up there. But on the bottom of the shoe, sorry about the mud, like I said, I actually used my shoes. They've got this X in the middle right here, which still says torsion system on it, like previous Alpha Bounces. I'm not sure, because I haven't owned a pair of Alpha Bounces in a year or two. I'm not sure if that's the same. I don't think it's the same sole, like the outsole in the previous ones. I'm pretty sure the previous ones had like little dots or spots on them, but this is not. This is more of a running shoe, I guess you could call it, but it's a lot heavier, than it seems, than previous Alpha Bounces. But all around, this is just like a really comfortable shoe, and I rode at least 10 probably more like 20 miles on my bike yesterday, and then I played soccer for like an hour or two without any shoes on, and my feet didn't start hurting until an hour in of soccer without the shoes on. My feet hadn't hurt with them on during the bike ride, but when I got to put these back on after soccer, I'm not going to say the pain went away, but the pain went away. It was really, felt so good. I had to ride like another 5 miles back to my house, so these are great shoes, really comfortable. I recommend them. Anybody who needs a comfortable shoe. I don't know if you can wear these to your work or not, but I mean, it's comfortable. It's a great shoe. Okay, so moving on to the second shoe. These shoes I got 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they are the Nike Blazer Mid 77s, which they've been really popular in the past year or two, especially after all the Off-White versions came out. Of course, if you don't know what the Off-White X Nike collaboration is, then I don't know, you've been living under a rock, or you're just not a sneakerhead. But these are the original, or the revamp of the originals, which were made for a basketball player in the 70s. I'm too young to remember his name. If you know it, comment it down below. But this is a really great, this is a beautiful shoe, especially if you're going for that vintage look. I'm going to point it out. This right here is probably my favorite part of the shoe. This exposed tongue look. I love that. That's cool. I know they did that on the a lot of the Off-Whites too, but I really love that. I think that's really cool. But moving around, the entire shoe is all leather except for the edge of the toe box here and this little outside panel along with the swoosh. You would expect the swoosh to be leather as well, but it's more of a nubuck, or I don't know how you say it. How you say it. But this like nubuck texture, and this is like a suede right here. But other than that, the whole shoe is a nice cushiony leather. I'm not gonna call it a buttery leather, because I felt shoes that are like much higher quality leather, but this is still a nice quality leather to put on a shoe, and it's really nice. But moving in, laces are the same, nothing special there. The tongue, I will say, underneath the laces, the tongue is more of an off-white or a vanilla color. I don't know how you would describe it exactly. It doesn't match the same white that is on like the leather white on the rest of the shoe, but it's still, I like it. It's a nice little touch detail. I'm not gonna say it adds color because it's still white, but I think it pops a little bit more, and I like it. It's got the old school Nike like tab, I guess you call it, the old school logo, and that was also what was on the box, but I have the box in my garage right now because we're gonna move soon, and so I had to pack up all my shoe boxes except for that one, which is the one that these came in, but I wanted to put it on my wall, so I put the Pharrell Williams on there. But other than that, I really like this because this is what it was like when it first came out. And on the box and inside of the tab, it has this little Nike sport shoes, which says, I'll read it to you. You can skip through this if you don't want to hear it, but it says, Nike sport shoes are manufactured to the exact specifications of champion athletes throughout the world. The Nike name and swoosh stripe are your guarantee of quality, and then it says where it's made in Indonesia, however you say it. But it also has that exact same text on the box, except for the made in Indonesia thing. But I mean, it's a really sleek, clean shoe. It's not too in your face, obviously. It's just a black and white. You can match with anything, but it's also a head turner because it's a really nice, clean shoe that you're probably gonna get asked what it's called at some point. I already have, and I haven't even worn them anywhere yet because I ordered them a size too big because I heard that they were gonna run small. So I ordered them like either a half size or a size too big. I haven't tried them on yet, and they're a bit too big for me. So, but that's okay because they're more of a fall or winter shoe, and we're getting into summer here in Texas. So I mean, I'll grow into them just in time for fall to come back around, fall and winter, because, or mostly winter, because there is no fall here in Texas. We get 2 seasons, summer and winter. But it's a really clean shoe. It's got just this regular old school, I don't know what you call that, midsole. Outsole is the same gum sole that you would get whenever it was first made, basketball shoe, whatever. It's got the Nike text here on the back. And what I might end up doing in the future is making a custom pair of these. And I'll either do it on Nike ID, or I'll like make all white ones on Nike ID, and then I'll end up painting them, and I'll do it for a video. So comment down below if you would like for me to do that. But other than that, it's a really clean shoe. I did the thing where you cut out, you can kind of see it in there, where you cut off the edge of the shoe tree that comes with it, since they're not since they're a little big for me, and I put that in there so I can still wear them now with a little extra cushioning, and it helps to prevent creasing in your shoe. But here, I'll show you what that looks like. So you just cut off the little edge part. See if I Alright, sorry about that. My camera fell off of its mount mid-video, so I had to put it back together because the mount completely just fell over. So, back to the shoe. I don't remember which one I had. I'll just go with this one. Back to the shoe. Oh no, it was this one. We were talking about the shoe tree. So, the difference here, this is the shoe tree I just got for the Alpha Bounce, or Edge, XT, whatever you want to call it. And these are the ones that I got and that are in of side of the Blazers. But what I did was I cut off this little top piece right here that you see on the Edge XT ones, so I can still slide my foot into there. And a lot of people, I've seen other people do it, and you would think that it's uncomfortable. I mean, but as long as you have a sock on, you can't really tell the difference. In fact, it could. I've heard from some people that they like it because it's more snug. But if you want to do that, it's your own personal preference. But look, all you got to do is cut off that little top piece right there, and it's the same thing. Maybe just cut from like right there. Give room for your foot to slide into. But other than that, I mean, the shoe is great. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, maybe just because it's not as versatile throughout all the seasons. But I mean, I'm a longer dude. I'm tall, and I have long legs, so I can't really wear them with shorts all that much. I look like Gumby, whatever his name is. But shorter people could probably wear these with shorts. They could probably pull it off, but I can't. But still, if I had to, I would wear these with shorts because this is a midsole that I'm not afraid to wear shorts. This is a nice shoe, and it looks like a low top when you have pants on, but it doesn't at the same time. It's cool. So, I mean, it's a great shoe. If I had to pick which one of these I would rather keep for the long game, I'd definitely keep the Edges because I could end up wearing these all the way until the end of the year probably. I probably will, just because I can wear them. They're still a clean shoe that I could wear, maybe not to like a sneaker con, but they're still like a clean shoe you could wear somewhere, maybe still get some compliments on them, but it's also a shoe that you can get stuff done in. It's not something that, like the Blazers, that you can't like go walking through the mud in these, but you can do that in these, but you can also walk through the mall with these. Whatever, see, I have mud on them. I use my shoes. Sorry if you're a sneakerhead that doesn't, but I use my shoes. These, I'm gonna try my best to keep clean, but like I said, these 9.5, 9 out of 10. These 8 to 8.5. All in all, they're both great shoes. I would recommend them to anybody. These, if you need a more comfortable shoe that can get you through the day. These, if you're going out having fun. Still comfortable. These aren't like gonna kill your feet, but they're still they don't have the same cushion as the Alpha Bounce do. But if you guys like me to see, or like for, yeah, if you guys would like to see more shoe videos, since that's what this channel is all about, maybe you'd like to see a review on my other shoes, like my Pharrells up there. I've got a pair of Jordan mids in there. I've got a whole bunch of different shoes that I could do more reviews on. Maybe I will. You guys don't even have to ask. But if you do, comment down below and hit like and subscribe to see more. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.